Hi, my name's Kevin and I'm here to introduce you to my channel. This video is going to serve as sort of a channel trailer. It's going to introduce myself, who I am, what I'm going to be doing here, and why you should be watching. So if you like what you hear and you like me or the topics I'm going to be talking about, please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, all that good stuff. It helps me to understand what people want to hear about, and it also helps the channel grow. Plus, all that stuff is free with absolutely no cost to you. So there's no reason to not do it. I've also filmed this like 4 times and I've always been really hesitant of starting a YouTube channel. So hit like for persistence? I don't know. Courage? Whatever it is, I don't know. So yeah, anyways, I'm starting this channel to talk about financial education and investing, as well as money saving habits and mindsets. But more importantly, why should you even watch me? Why am I a good individual to listen to and watch when it comes to those topics? And my answer to that is that I have a ton of positive stories as well as negative experiences from my entire life with regard to how to save and earn money. A real basic way of thinking about it is that I learned the hard way what not to do with your cash. When I had my first jobs when I was a teenager, I had very little knowledge of what to do with my money or the power that money has, other than it was for spending. I saw those jobs as a way for me to fund the spending habits I had, as well as getting off of my parents' money. Now, being independent from my parents and not using them for spending money was a very rewarding feeling. However, I was really missing the point and the bigger picture of what I should have been doing with that money that I was earning. My parents always told me, save your money, but they never really told me anything more than just that, save. And alongside that, my formal education did really nothing to teach me how to handle my earnings, then and for the future. Now, I will say that I never really had like a big spending problem, but I did have to deal with credit card debt from time to time. But at this point now, I would call myself more of a financial minimalist or frugal or however you want to define it. Anyways though, at the same time that this was all happening, I was convinced that the best way to build wealth was to go to college, get a good degree, go get a nice high-paying job, and then work for 40, 45 years until you retire. The whole money saving aspect of that was pretty much neglected. I didn't even think about it. I just thought, good job means retirement. So that's exactly what I did. I went to college, I got my degree, I basically immediately after graduating got a job in my related field, and simultaneously, immediately after graduating, realized that I had made a pretty big mistake. And that mistake was studying the wrong subjects. I earned my degree in biology, and once I graduated and started working in a job that required a biology degree and earning a respectable income from that, I realized that I was far more interested in finance. So much so that I actually contemplated and am still contemplating going to graduate school for a degree in finance. But the likelihood of me doing something like that is very, very low. On one hand, because who wants more student loan debt? And on the other is because my grades weren't phenomenal, at least enough for me to easily be able to get into graduate school. I would much rather be doing something like this, making YouTube videos. So now knowing, after getting into my job, what I was more interested in, I really just dove deep into learning all I could. I was learning about everything from money-making habits and mindsets to how to budget and track your spending, how the stock market even works, because that can be really confusing and overwhelming at first. And I just sort of went all in. I've spent a considerable amount of time just reading books, listening to financial experts, and like I said, just really learning all I could. And the reason that I was convinced that I had studied the wrong subject in college and was much more interested in finance was because I didn't think about this learning as being like a chore or something I had to do. I was actually enjoying learning these things. And now here I am. I'm motivated, I'm energized, and I am looking forward to making videos for everyone out there that wants to watch them, and hopefully doing so in an entertaining way. But I think the reason that people will enjoy my videos or want to watch more of what I have to say is because I think of myself as being pretty relatable and trustworthy compared to some of the other finance YouTubers out here. First, the number one reason why I think that people would find me relatable and trustworthy is because I've actually had to deal with financial hardship in my life. You know, I've learned a lot by educating myself, but I've learned far more from the negative experiences that I've had with money. Another reason why I would find myself relatable is because I'm a parent. Me and my wife brought our first baby home this year, and how to handle money as a family is something that I don't see a lot of these major YouTubers talking about. At least not the ones that I've seen. I could be totally wrong. That could be a whole separate group of YouTube that I don't even know about. Third, you'll never ever see me on here in front of like some super fancy sports car or like in my giant mansion. Those are things that I could never justify buying for myself. Unless, of course, it was a good investment. Fourth, I will never ever try to use this channel as a means of selling products or trying to get you to buy something. There will be absolutely none of that. If you're someone who enjoys watching financial YouTube videos, I'm sure you've seen the ads of people that are trying to get you to come to their class or sign up for their webinar so that they can sell you something at the end of it. And those ads always go something like this. Don't listen to the other people. Me and my students have made millions of dollars this year. I get to work at the most luxurious places in the world, and so can you. That kind of describes all of those ads. Between you and me, I've always found them extremely annoying. Skip. I am much more interested in conveying free information for everyone to use however they like. I also don't plan on doing any like brand deals or anything like that unless it's a product that I personally already use and would recommend otherwise. And it's very likely that I will be talking about those products that I use far before anyone even considers using me for advertising. Now I may be jumping a little far ahead in my YouTube journey, but I just want to put that out there because I don't plan on changing how I operate or who I am just because it is financially advantageous for me. Like I said, I'm much more interested in just talking about these things and getting info out. But yeah, that's me. I'm pumped to be here doing this, and like I said, I've been hesitating to make this channel for a very long time. But if you like what you see and you like me and you're excited to hear about the stories I have to tell, then please consider subscribing, liking the video, all that good stuff. And if this channel doesn't end up taking off and I'm only able to help even one person, it will have been all worth it. So yeah, thank you for watching to the end, you lovely people, and I will see you very soon.